Netanyahu warns on Iran ahead of controversial speech to Congress. Obama says Netanyahu's speech on Iran is a mistake. Palestinians to file first war crime case against Israel. This new app trains youth to fight Israeli soldiers. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. Here are the top stories for March 3rd. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the AIPAC annual policy conference in Washington yesterday ahead of his controversial and much discussed speech to Congress.
For 2,000 years, my people, the Jewish people, were stateless, defenseless, voiceless. We were utterly powerless against our enemies who swore to destroy us. We suffered relentless persecution and horrific attacks. We could never speak in our own behalf, and we could not defend ourselves. Well, no more. No more. The days when the Jewish people are passive in the face of threats to annihilate us, those days are over. Today, we have a voice. And tomorrow, as Prime Minister of the one and only Jewish state, I plan to use that voice.
US President Barack Obama spoke out about the Congress speech while affirming his support for Israel in an interview with Reuters yesterday.
Prime Minister Netanyahu is sincere about his concerns with respect to Iran. And given Iran's rhetoric, given the extraordinarily disruptive and dangerous activities of this regime in the region, it's understandable why Israel is very concerned about Iran. We are too. But what we've consistently said is we have to stay focused on our ultimate goal, which is preventing Iran from having a nuclear weapon. Now, as a matter of policy, we think it's a mistake for the Prime Minister of any country to come to speak before Congress a few weeks before they're about to have an election. It makes it look like we are taking sides.
The PLO announced yesterday that the Palestinians plan to file the first war crimes case against Israel with the International Criminal Court on April 1st. Senior PLO official Mohammed Shtaya said the case refers two issues to the ICC: Operation Protective Edge in the Gaza Strip and Israeli settlement building. He told visiting US church leaders that before the matter is settled, the PLO needs to decide on the future of relations between the PA and Israel. The March 17 Israeli elections have to pass, and the PLO must file a charge sheet with the ICC. And a new action game called Gaza Man is available on Google Play. The game allows players to take the role of Gaza gunmen shooting at Israeli soldiers. The opening sequence to the game shows Israeli soldiers arresting a young child, shooting his soccer ball, and harassing a woman. The creators of the game say they aim to, quote, stimulate the spirit of resistance against injustice in the young generation, and consider Gaza Man to be its first effort towards attaining this goal. And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.